What's going on, guys? It's your boy out here, Boom Boom Tisk. I'm eating breakfast right now. It's a Sunday morning and we're just gonna get some stuff done today. So we got the EK over here. It's been on jack stands for the past few days. I'm doing some track prep to it because we're gonna be at Streets of Willow for a Twilight event with JDM Spec Series, August 12th. So we're about 2 weeks out. I think we're still doing pretty good on schedule. We just came back from our compound. We got some new Nankangs on there, and so I'm pretty excited to test those out. Spindles pressed in, new wheel bearings, and we have some ARP extended wheel studs on there as well. We're also going to be running a camber kit for the EK to help dial in some front negative camber. I think at the last track day, I wanted a little bit more turn in. The alignment on this car has always been at around -3. All around front and rear, so I think it's time to go up a little bit. Well, I'm seeing a little bit more negative. We're gonna try to run -4 up front, so those are not gonna be done until a couple of days from now. We're probably gonna do that with OEM Plus and then get it aligned over there. So in the meantime, these will have to go back on today, and of course we're gonna bolt up these guys. So these are a new Nankang tire, Nankang CR-S, and I guess these subside the CR1 tires that I used to run on here. Tread pattern looks just about the same, but yeah, I'm definitely excited to try these out. It's another treadwear 200 treadwear tire, high performance tire. Oh, I don't know what you call these, like high performance summer, is that what they call it? I don't even know anymore. But anyways, it's a 200 treadwear tire that replaces their CR1s, which I was running all of last year with the track EK, and I gotta say, those were awesome tires. I mean, I got about, what, 7 solid track days out of those tires. Some of them still have some life left in them, but I figured it's probably time to switch them up because they've probably been a little bit heat cycled. I didn't get down to the point where they're corded or anything like that, so I'll probably still throw 2 of them on as a spare on another set of wheels or something that I could bring along with me. But I'm definitely excited to get some fresh meat up in here, so that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get started. It's time to get to work. But before I do all that, quick little preload update. This thing is about to be out of here. I know you guys probably, some of you probably don't even know I had this car here, but yeah, this thing's been sitting here. It was a little bit of a hand-me-down, and I was thinking I was gonna build this car up, but honestly, I don't think I have time for it because I got too many projects going on, as always, and this one's gotta go. So hopefully this gets rehomed soon, and somebody who will love and appreciate it will definitely have some fun with it. But otherwise, I think it's lived a pretty good life, and so it is what it is. It's a pretty cool car though, but honestly, I feel like I want to focus on building the EK and just developing this car more, because that's the car that's going to teach me how to drive. We can track it, we can definitely get more experience with it, and so we're going to stick to the plan here. But just a quick little rundown. 98 Civic hatchback, all motor, stock B16A2, ITR header, B16 trans under the hood there too, and ground control Coney coilovers, 8K spring rates in the front, 7K spring rates in the back with disc brake conversion, and also we got function 7 LCAs, ASR 24, I think it's 24 mil, rear sway bar, and a Fujitsu exhaust. So that's a very simple, very bare bones setup for the track. That's pretty much what I wanted. I wanted a car that was going to be reliable and just be able to take a beating all day long, and that's what we got here. So, well, all right, I think now it's time to get back to work. All right, for the most part, we have the passenger side spindle on. Studs look good. We did test fit to make sure the wheels fit okay, which of course they should. And these are on there. These brakes have seen about 6 track days, and these rotors so far are looking pretty good. Just a stock blank rotor. And if you take a look at the back here, Well, so we got this mark right here on the back of the rotor. It's probably the worst of it, but for the most part, I mean, they still look pretty good. Not bad for, what did I say, 6 track days. And then if you take a look here, these are the pads that we've been running. So these are Nissan brake pads. We can see a little bit of a mark on the inside pad here, but for the most part, I don't see any cracking on them. No pad cracking on the friction material, and still got plenty of life left of it as far as the actual thickness goes. These have been doing really good. Nice, budget-friendly pad for the track. If you're running something pretty simple, like me right here, I'm just running EX Civic front brakes. Basically, slightly bigger than the CX DX brakes. I think it's like a 10.5-inch rotor compared to the 9.5. And then it's got this caliper over here, which is a little bigger than a DX as well. Single piston, nothing crazy. Basic pads. I did upgrade to a Civic EX master cylinder, brake master cylinder up here. It's got the 40/40 prop valve, and then Motul DOT4 brake fluid all around. We have stainless steel braided brake lines. So again, very simple brake setup, but it's been getting us around the track pretty damn good. So what can I say? It works. The spindle is all fully back together. The brakes are all bolted back up, nice and tight. Got this all in there. Don't mind the cotter pin, kind of a janky job, but this is coming back out for the camber kits very, very soon. Prelude battery is charging over here, getting ready for the new owner to pick it up. And so it's going to be a pretty productive day around here. I'm going to go ahead and put these back on, and then we will get to mounting these back up onto the car. It's starting to rain, which is very strange because we're in like the middle of July. It's a little humid rain out here, so very strange weather lately, but it's not going to stop us because we got plenty of shade. By the way, how sick is this chair? Like, dude, I'm so excited to bring this out to the next track day. That's like so official. So shout outs to our compound and Dwayne, as well as Ken, for hooking it up, man. Like, that's so sick. Thanks, guys. But definitely excited to get these on there. All right. Time to get back to work. Spindles are back on. Got the extended studs on there. So basically the reason why I'm running these extended studs is because I'd like to add maybe a 10mm spacer to bring these wheels a little bit further out and away from the wheel well. As you can see, we got quite a bit of rubbing on the inside, especially on the driver's side corner, because at most tracks that we go to, most of the turns you're going right, and I've actually burned a hole in the wheel well right here, as you can see. So I am going to be running a little bit extra negative camber too, so this is going to be coming out. And then hopefully, if I bring the wheel out about 10mm, we should have a little bit better clearance from the inside here. And we do still have plenty of room on the other side of the fender. I've rolled these a long time ago, and it was quite generous when I did that. So I don't think we're going to have too many problems there. Haven't done any extended studs in the rear, however. I don't feel any need to do that. The next thing to do in the back, though, may be to replace these with actual camber kits. Right now, it's just running the extended bolts and washers right here. And that's pretty much all that it's got as far as camber adjustment goes. So that's able to push the camber out a little bit more positive in the back. The other thing I'd like to do at some point is to upgrade to stiffer springs. However, this ground control Coney combo that I've been running here, I've had it on the car for probably about 6 years now. Very long time. It's seen a lot of abuse, and they are around 8K and 7K spring rates. So 8 in the front, 7 in the back. And well, I think a little stiffer would also help with some of the rubbing. And since this car is becoming more of a dedicated track car, that'll probably be the thing to do. However, before I can do that, these Coney yellows will probably need to be revalved. So that's something that I'll probably pay attention to in the near future. But for now, we're just gonna finish up this, dial in some more negative camber up front, and we'll see how that goes. Seriously though, this is some really strange weather. It is starting to rain. Like, what? But at least this is out of the rain right here. That's kind of important to keep dry. So I think we're gonna be good on that front. The last thing to do here will be to put the wheels back on the car. And so that'll be pretty much it for today as far as what I need to get done to this thing. So I gotta say, it is nice to have our own little space to work on this car. We're here at the shop. It's a family-owned shop, in case you guys were wondering. And it's basically ran by Cindy's brother. So shout outs to him for letting me do this here. But I didn't want to take up any space, so that's why the car is just on jack stands as opposed to using a lift this time. I usually like to take advantage of using the lifts, but however, I had to have the car sit for a couple of days without the wheels on there. So we still got work to be done here at the shop. I can't tie up a rack with that. So anyways, in case you're wondering, that's what's going on here. I'm gonna go ahead and jam out, maybe pop these wheels back on real quick before the rain gets too heavy for me to keep working on the car. And then we're probably gonna cut out for the day. Wheels are mounted back onto the car. Just gotta get this thing on the ground. Gonna go ahead and check the torque with the torque wrench. Snap on, baby. We're gonna check the axle nut too, make sure that's torqued. I think 150 foot-pounds is what you gotta do on these. And so we're gonna definitely make sure that's tight and check it again, of course, before the track day. Besides that, this is probably my least favorite part is getting it back on the ground. All right, y'all, well, the EK is back on the ground. So new tires are mounted. Just went ahead and checked the torque on those, tightened those down. I will check them again another time just to make sure that the studs that just got pressed in here are properly seated all the way down there. Did also tighten down the axle nut too, but I will also check that again one more time before the track day. So that's at about 157, 158 pound-feet of torque. Maybe a little bit over, but I just wanted to really make sure it was nice and snug. Tires are looking great on the car, as you can see. We got a little bit of extra room right here, so maybe 10 millimeters will bring it closer. That could change after we readjust the camber and put the camber kits in. But for now, it's just gonna get tucked away. I'm gonna try to catch up on some other stuff around here, but at least we got that done today, so good deal. All right, so that's the new owner right here, about to take over the Prelude. See if it starts up. Last look. See you later, Prelude. Damn. You guys, I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't a little sad. Because now we got this whole space right here empty. Well, I guess that means we could fill it with another car. Yeah, had to sell the Prelude. Honestly, it would have been a fun project car, but as you guys may already know, I probably have too many project cars, and I just felt like that car would probably be better in a different home with some people that would appreciate it a little bit more than I do. Not to say I don't appreciate it, but yeah, I think it's going to be in good hands. So the car definitely had some history with the fam. And so it's a bit of a bummer to see it go, knowing that it's been around for that long. But, you know, it was its time. And I think I just want to really focus on the cars that we got going on already. So with that being said, I do got some news for you guys. OEM Plus. Gotta do a little switcheroo because we're dropping this off. This is leaving OEM Plus. He looks happy.
Yeah, buddy.
John's here. And this hi. And this bucket's gotta go in there now. But yeah, so we're keeping this guy busy right now. JDM John over here, he's gonna do the upper control arms and an alignment. And then we should be good to go. Track prep. That rice rocket. Look at that rice rocket. That's a dad driving that car. You gonna drive it hard on the way home, or you gonna drive hard all the way home? Okay. There, dude. Sweet little car. All right, y'all, we back here. OEM Plus, JDM John just finished up the EK. So as you can see here, we got some Megan Racing upper control arms for camber adjustment. So now we are at -4 degrees up front. We're gonna take it for a test drive here in a little bit. We got a 0 toe up front and then a 1mm toe in on the rear. And so switching up the alignment setup here, we're gonna find out how that goes. All right, we're back from a quick little test drive. We've got some 3-wheel action going on here. But I'm just double checking here with the new upper control arms. How's our clearance looking? I don't know, man. It's looking pretty tight. I'm thinking I heard it clunk once. But I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Hopefully I could drive it around more today and get a feel for it, but yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. All right, you guys, so we are picking up the EK hatch out here at OEM Plus. So like I said, the alignment has been done. We got Megan Racing camber arms up front now, -4 degrees camber. We're still running it around -3 in the back. So we're just gonna see how the setup goes. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect. A lot of you may know already that a sweet spot on these cars tends to be about -3 up front and about -2 in the back. So, and plus my spring rates are a little on the soft side. So like I said, we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I hope I like it. If not, then we'll just have to tweak it more. We do also have some Hawk HP Plus brake pads. So these are gonna go in, I guess tomorrow, because track day's on Saturday. So we're doing a little bit of last minute track prep now. Finally getting some brake pads to match the rear pads up front. So yeah, definitely quite a few things are gonna be changed. We're also running Streets of Willow counterclockwise this time. So that's gonna be a new experience. I don't know, I'm a little nervous because there's just a lot of new things going on with the car, with the track we're going to, and so I just gotta hope for the best. Either way, we're gonna be in touch with John here at OEM Plus, and we'll just see how it goes. But until then, the next time you see me, we'll be at the track, baby. Peace out.